Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Fearful Ferrets, and I'm bringing you a 100% single segment speedrun of Monaco is Mine, the first mission, or the first chapter. So I'll be playing through from the prison break all the way through to the hotel and I guess the epilogue, but that doesn't really count. So I'll be doing all of these missions, cleaning out every single one, single player, and it's going to be a blast. I have no idea how long it's going to take me. I think this is the first time anybody's done it. So I'm going to set a time, and I'm going to challenge everybody to beat it. If you aren't familiar with Monaco, it's you can play it co-op, you can play it single player. It's a heist game where you try to steal coins and steal valuables and escape from Monaco with your band of thieves. And it's a really fun game. It's a fantastic game to speedrun. It's a fantastic game to play casually. I've really enjoyed it. I've played nothing else for the past week or so. And all of that has been in preparation for this moment, where I speedrun through the entire first chapter. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. I guess I start the timer when I choose mission. So ready, get set, go. That's not what's supposed to happen. Let's do that again. Alright. So Prison Break is the first mission. It's a tutorial mission. It is by far the most solved mission. It's, I can't believe I just hit the wall there. And there. So I try to cut corners by moving to the side right as I pass like half of the corner so that I'm saved like a frame or two, but it doesn't actually save a frame if you hit the wall. So I'm bad. The speedrun for this mission is extremely optimized, and you need to get ridiculously good luck with where the coins are distributed to get the record. It's just absolutely ridiculous the kind of luck that you need. Like maybe 1% of runs would actually be good enough to do it, so trying to get the record in this mission is just a lot of resetting, which isn't the most fun, but if I have nothing else to do, if I'm just going to watch a podcast, then hey, might as well. So the first few missions in Monaco are mostly about collecting coins in the fastest possible manner because the guards are way too weak to actually pose any serious threat to you. And then the later missions is all about not dying, which is very difficult. And there's kind of this natural progression where it goes from collecting coins in the fastest possible manner to avoiding guards in the most efficient possible manner. And as a result, like, the progression of the game is just really fun. I love it. Alright, so in this mission I'm playing as a pickpocket. He has a monkey named Hector who follows him around and collects coins, and controlling Hector is such a pain. He has totally predictable AI, but he will very often do very stupid things that'll make me waste a lot of time waiting for him to... Yeah, see there, he stopped going after that coin for some reason that I don't fully understand. And he went after the correct coin that time. Always nice. Really bad coins are all in the passenger train, which takes a long time to go through. I probably could have done a better route through there since I have to backtrack for those. Okay. Normally there would be some areas of each mission that I just don't explore in the hopes that I get lucky and there aren't any coins there. But since this is 100% speedrun, I'm going to be taking strategies that are not quite as fast but more consistent to make absolutely sure that I don't miss any coins. And since this is 100% speedrun, I can't just not get a coin and then say, oh well, we'll add 10 seconds to the time at the end. I actually have to get every single coin and clean out every single mission, or I have to restart the mission. Alright, 2 down. Second daily, alright. Embassy is mole, I believe. Yep. I forgot what the route for this mission is, so we'll see what happens. Wow. So what happens when you try and cut things too close? Oh, he opened that door. Excellent. I'm not sure if this is your route because I forget what your route is. I learned it a while ago and I forgot it. So this is basically improvisation. Oh, I need to do that. Okay. Now we go up. I'm streaming this live right now, so if I talk, it's because I'm talking to the people in my stream. But this will also be on YouTube later, so everybody gets to see it. Alright, I'm fine with taking damage because I'm gonna die in this next area. When you die, you can select a new character, and very often it's faster to die than to actually continue on and just play with the same character, because the new character will be faster at the rest of the mission, and because you respawn at the stairs that you came in on. And in this case, the stairs I came in on is the place where I need to go to get out of the mission. So it saved me a lot of walking to just respawn to pickpocket here. Oh, he locked it again. What a jerk. What a jerk. Yeah, this is a really bad route. Don't do what I'm doing. It's terrible. Oh goodness. Alright. Yeah, so when you respawn on stairs, normally when you go on stairs there's that 3-second waiting period as you're like climbing up the stairs. But if you spawn on the stairs, you can get outside the area of the stairs where you would go, well, you can basically like go slightly out of the stairs and go back in, and you will be able to walk up or down the stairs without having to, what do I pick? Well, without having to wait that 3 seconds again, so it saves 3 seconds of time, which is actually pretty nice. Alright, so any percent on this level is really fun, because you just dig up here with the mole and escape on the subway. But unfortunately there's a lot more to do in 100%. Not entirely sure if this is how I should do this first part, but whatever. Only had to use one smoke there, that's pretty nice. Alright, so normally I actually die and respawn as a locksmith on this level. But I'm pretty sure that it's faster to die on the top level and respawn as locksmith and then go out through the underground. But I'm not sure. I have to do a lot more testing on this. And a lot of speedrunning, Monaco and other games, is just iterating on past strategies to see what's faster and what's not. So a lot of what I do on pretty much every time I speedrun is just try out new things and see if it's faster than whatever I was doing before. I'm not even sure when I should respawn as locksmith, but it was probably before now. Oh, this one. Oh, that's fine. If they just tweet the YouTube, that'll be good enough for me. Yeah, I need to die. I deserve it. Alright. So now we go through the rest as locksmith, because there are 2 safes and locked doors and ATMs and other stuff that the locksmith is much faster at doing. He only takes 1 second on these cash registers, and other classes take 3 seconds, so switching to locksmith saves a lot of time. He's also much faster at safes. Am I missing one? I am missing one somewhere. And since this is 100%, I have to go back and get it. It was probably in... yeah, I forgot. Since this is 100%, I should be doing strategies that are more consistent, instead of just going for fast as possible. It's not in storage, it's probably in like one of these, or that area above. Is it in here? Yep. So normally I don't check there, and if there's one in there I just reset, but I have to go back and get it, as per the constraints of this run. So that wasted a lot of time. I should have just checked that on the way in. I've seen a coin there maybe like twice. but I don't run this mission very much. So that's unfortunate.
Ne bougez pas.
Garde!
6 left.
Garde!
Oh, I forgot. Wow. Once again, I'm terrible and forgot the pile of cash in that center area, so I have to go all the way back. Not the best start, I have to say. But most of the time I'm going to lose is in the later missions when I die, and not these early missions where I just miss a coin and have to backtrack for a bit. Alright, so now we can make good our escape. And the Manor. The Manor is really fun, but unfortunately for this run there are a lot of random closets that coins can be in, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time checking areas that I don't normally check. Alright, so this is the first mission where you have to go up against the blue guards. They have pistols that take off 3 bars of your health every time they shoot. And you take a lot of damage in this mission, but fortunately they give you bandages, so you get a lot of extra health through those bandages. Every 10 coins gives you an additional use of whatever item you're currently carrying, and a bandage saves you, or heals you for half of your health again. I probably should have gone up and around since both these are locked. That would have been slightly faster.
Qu'est-ce que stop? Oh. Arrêtez!
Je n'ai rien. Ouais, elles sont parties.
Alright, so all those coins out there, I'm going to collect on my way back. It's a lot faster to get some of the coins on your way in and some of the coins on your way back if you have to backtrack to finish the mission anyway. And I have to backtrack through the entire manor to finish the mission, so I'm just going to leave a lot of coins on my way back.
Retour à la normale.
And once again, I have to check like every closet to make sure I don't miss one.
Retour à la normale.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce
I'm probably going to take a lot of damage here.
Quoi?
Maybe I should have taken that disguise, actually. Yeah, I'm very low on bandages. But again, if I die, I can just respawn as a new character, so it won't waste too much time. If you're interested in speedrunning this game, you can just literally take the exact same route that I'm taking. All of my routes that I'm taking will be pretty fast. Or at least, I think they are.
Je n'ai rien. Ouais, elles sont parties.
One left. Okay, good. Yeah. It might be worth dying as a lookout just to check all the closets without actually having to walk there. Unfortunately, I had to grab that coin so I couldn't follow them through the door, and I have to unlock it now. 6 left. Alright, they're all accounted for. Excellent. Then just 9 on the first floor, and hopefully I didn't miss any. Alright, they're all here.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce...
Revenez. Je n'ai rien.
Manor down. We continue to the boat. I really like the boat missions. They're a lot of fun. They have a lot of areas. And definitely requires very careful manipulation of the pickpocket. There's probably a better way to do that, but whatever. Make sure it's not there. I think 18 is the correct number to be missing right now. I hope so. Let's find out. I hate dogs. Go, Hector, go. And unfortunately I have to backtrack all the way back so I can get all this stuff in maintenance. Pickpocket is really good in this area because Hector can navigate these pipes like nobody's business. So I can just like basically run through the fastest way and Hector takes care of all the coins. And I should have 10 going into this. Alright. So these floors are kind of split into two sections where you visit one section and then you visit the other, so you won't collect all the coins on your first way through. So I'm just making sure that I have the correct number before I continue on. Yeah, these lasers up here go on an on-off cycle, so you just have to time them and know how far you can go before they turn on again. You can't quite make it all the way through there in one on-off cycle, so I had to wait in this area. And here I think I can make it through in one cycle. Yep. You're invincible for a short time after you move upstairs, so I was able to move through the lasers even when they were red for a very short time. And here, there's a new strat, which I should have figured out a lot earlier. Okay, let's do it. And I failed it. That requires pretty darn good timing, which I did not have. Alright. Alright, didn't miss any. The biggest risk in these 100% single segments is definitely missing a coin, because having to backtrack like all the way to the beginning of this level would waste probably 2 minutes or something. And that's the boat. And this is the boat on fire. Where you do the exact same thing, only backwards. And not entirely exact, but whatever. Oh, these coins are a bit annoying. Alright. Oh, you almost didn't go for that one. And yes, the safe is located on fire, so you have to sit there and take damage while you're unlocking it. Alright. Normally I can start going through these stairs as Hector's picking up those coins, but one of the coins was one tile too far away for Hector to be able to reach it, so I had to wait for him. And 33 and 31. Alright. Now the sea level, where playing as the pickpocket becomes very, very difficult, because there are a lot of coins spread out over a very large area, and visiting them all in the lowest possible time is very difficult to do. And it's areas like these where it's just impossible to have a consistent way to do it. You just have to improvise every single time, which is a lot of fun. But also very difficult. Probably should have gotten those two earlier. I had to go way out of my way to get them. And that's all the coins. Now here I'm not sure whether to go through this top area first or the bottom area first. I think top is better slightly, but Jeffrey can probably educate me on that. Yes, he has an amazing time on this mission, and I have no idea how to beat it. But however you beat it, it's not by doing this. I can guarantee that much. Hmm. 10 left, excellent. Alright, got all the coins. And that's why bandages are really, really useful. Alright, and now we get to the hospital. So this is the first mission where dying becomes a very, very real possibility. And avoiding guards becomes more important than just getting all the coins as quickly as possible. And I really love this area of the game. It's absolutely fantastic. It's also very important to use the lookout because the second area is absolutely full of very small rooms connected by very narrow hallways. And the fastest way to check all the rooms is to play as the lookout, because the lookout can explore areas through walls. So even though I don't have line of sight into this room next to me, since I'm the lookout, I can see everything inside of it, so I can see whether or not there's a coin inside of it, which allows me to pick and choose which rooms I go into. Normally I would have to explore every single room. And there that civilian opened that locked door for me as he was running out, so I was able to save a wrench. Oh no. Alright, I had to use a wrench on that health because otherwise I would probably have died. Alright, oh, it's actually faster to go to the left here. There are usually more coins in the lobby that I have to double back for, so I just go around through the lobby, but there was actually faster to go to the left through that locked door. It does mean I'm kind of low on wrenches right now, but hopefully that won't be too bad later on. And all coins are accounted for. We move on to the infirmary. Alright, I'm not going to grab this health up here, because I don't think I have to. And see, Lookout just looks through all these walls, so I know which ones I have to go into and which ones I don't. Saves so much time. Alright, I'm going to need to grab health in the next area that I happen to be in that has it, such as right here. Ideally, I wouldn't have to grab health over this entire area, and I would just grab the health at the beginning of the third area, but I was not so lucky this time around. I'm going to grab this disguise just so the doctor doesn't shoot me again. And I stopped there as a lookout briefly so I can see if anybody's about to move through that handprint door. If they are, then I can just not use a wrench on it because they'll open it for me. And hopefully I didn't miss one, because if I did, that's a lot of backtracking. Alright, got them all. Hate side, we are about to find out how long this game takes 100%. Fast as possible. In terms of like how long it takes real time, just working at it, I still haven't. And I've been playing for 100 hours, so good luck. And this civilian's going to open this door for me, which is really nice of him. Thank you, civilian. You're a cool guy. Normally I'd have to go through that locked door and collect any coins that are out there, but there aren't any, which saves a lot of time. I grabbed that disguise because I'm pretty low on health, and I don't want to die. And there's going to be health up here that I can collect. Yeah, I believe that they just announced the Xbox release today, so you're in luck. And it's definitely worth picking up. It is such a fun game. I might have an extra wrench, so I'm going to use it on this door. I might have 2 extra wrenches, actually. Conserving wrenches is extremely important. Oh, I hate where this coin is. Alright, got it. And let's see if we can one-cycle this. Yes. Alright. Yeah, I have at least 1 extra wrench, but that's fine. That was a bit close, but we made it. I'm going to use this extra wrench to smack this guy, because it's fun. And done. So that was only 7 seconds slower than the record, so that was quite good. Alright, so now we get to Secure Tech. I very recently improved my record by a lot. And this is actually a very fun mission, and I want more people to run it, because I love running it. This first area, there are a lot of closets that I don't check, so I reset a bunch, but since this is the 100%, I have to check them. And there was one there, so that was a good idea. Oh, I have to check this as well. Alright. Yeah, it's a pretty slow time, but nothing I could have done about it, since I had to check those closets. That hospital was quite good. What would I rate this game? I enjoy both casually and speedrunning, so I got a tremendous amount of value from it. It's totally worth it if you are only going to play it for one reason, either casual or speedrunning. I give it like an 8.5 overall, like objectively, but subjectively, this is one of the most fun games I've ever played. And I would recommend it for sure. Alright, so hopefully the civilian runs... Oh no. Wow, the doctor almost never goes in there. Alright, glad to see it, hate side. So sometimes that civilian will run through that handprint door and I don't have to use the EMP there, but he didn't, so I had to. Now we're going to pick up the wrench because it is the best item in the game for speedrunning. It lets you open doors instantly, it lets you open safes instantly.
Quoi?
Oh no.
Bon,
Hector,
c'est rien.
why did you betray me like that? So now I have to wait for this laser, because I need to open the safe. And I just use a wrench and do it instantly. Alright, I'm going to have to grab this health. I should be able to finish it before he kills me. Alright.
Je crois qu'ils nous ont filés. Ouais, ils sont partis.
Voilà.
Hein? Putain.
Il passe par là.
Retour à la normale. Ils ont des gars.
And there are almost no coins on the sky bridge, which is quite nice. Oh, I messed up. Alright, I have to hit this power because I'm out of wrenches. I messed up big time, actually, wow. I used too many wrenches. I now don't have a wrench for the safe up here, which is a big mistake. It might end my... Well, it might kill me because I'm going to get shot by this, Oh yeah, right, I turned off the power. So I just have to wait 6 seconds opening the safe. Which is not fun, but you do what you gotta do. Where's the last one? Where's the last one? Oh no. 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 I have no idea where it is. I can't see it anywhere. Oh, it's behind that handprint door. The one area I did not search. I forgot to check it. Alright. We're done, and I'm out. I normally have more wrenches right now, so I'm going to have to play this next area pretty carefully. I'm also low on health. I can grab the health from the restroom on this next area, actually. Yeah, normally those guys won't follow me into the vent. I basically just hope that there's not going to be a patrol in David's office when I go in there. And once again, check all the restrooms because I don't want to fail. Okay.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce mot?
Oh darn. Okay, so I need 3 more coins to get a wrench, and I need the wrench to open the door that's about to lock in front of me. So I can't use it on the safe. And I use the other one on the car. Actually, I could have used it on the safe. What am I talking about? Whatever. So that was quite slow, but at least I got through without missing a coin, which is what matters. Now the museum. Also a very fun mission. Also a very difficult mission. Mostly because there are all these guns, guards with machine guns in this first area, so you have to be very, very, very careful with line of sight, or else you will die very quickly. And unfortunately I have to go all the way over here and check Pierre's secret hideout for coins. Normally I don't,
Top. Je vais te
just so I
tuer.
can save as much time as I can.
Quoi? Quelqu'un qui est là?
Go Hector, go! And that was all of them. I am almost 30 minutes in. I'm about halfway through the missions, but the last missions take a lot longer than the early missions. And unfortunately I have to check out here for coins. Alright, there's only one there. That's not too bad. And then I alert the civilian, so she runs through the handprint door. And I run away because I'm going to die if I don't. That's unfortunate. That guard was right in my way. I'm going to use a wrench on those stairs, just so I don't take more damage. Ooh. Oh, come on, Hector. Silly monkey. Alright. Now I need to get the safe. I was hoping to use the wrench on that before I got shot, but that's not too bad. Right. And I'm out. Now top secret storage, which is probably the most likely place where I'm going to die, but again, just very careful manipulation of guard aggression and line of sight is absolutely key in this part.
Je vais te tuer. Bon. Il va là. Il y en a quelques. Oh. Il va là. Je te tiens, scélérat. Ouais.
Alright, that was not too bad. I used maybe one more wrench than I would have liked, but kind of needed to. And unfortunately there are 2 coins in here. Oh, I trapped Hector. Hector's trapped behind that handprint door, so I have to open this door so we can get in.
Quoi?
There he is. Then we just finish clearing out the aquatic exhibits and get out. Normally, hacking that ATM would alert the guards by setting off an alarm, but since I use a wrench on it, it does not activate the alarm, which is a pretty big help. Alright, 10 left. Hopefully they're all out here. I believe they are. Bam. Alright. And to the disco, which is undoubtedly my worst mission. It is so easy to die, and I'm really unhappy with my time on it so far. But we're gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Alright, I'm gonna take a lot of damage from this guard. Normally you're able to lose his aggression before you get to that area, but I was not so lucky. Which means I have to grab this health. And there's a coin all the way on the right, that's annoying. This will be a bit slow.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que pour aller normal.
Alright, good so far. I don't even have to grab that health, that's really nice. Okay, all the coins are accounted for. I was worried for a moment. Alright. I'm pretty sure my route is not the fastest, but it's the best I've been able to come up with so far. I want to improve it in the future. And I need to scare all these dancers into coming out of their cages so that I can collect the coins, which takes a bit of manipulation. Oh, I should have grabbed that health. I was hoping to be able to make it to that stairs so I could grab the health, but I died. Oh, and I missed one bottle service. That's highly unfortunate. Now I have to go there with the locksmith. Oh, and I just forgot those there as well. So many mistakes. But not too bad.
Ouais, ils sont partis.
Oh, I don't want to die. I should not have stopped for that ATM. I need to check if there's one in there. There does not appear to be. Alright, so now I go up here and rescue the redhead, and I finish out that floor as the redhead. And I have to check in here. And I have to desperately hope that that phone does not ring. Because if it does, I'm gonna be shot. It's not gonna be fun. Okay, good so far. I do not want that laser to see me, so I'm gonna stand behind there for a second.
Hey, arrêtez-vous!
Then I'm gonna punch this guard in the face with the wrench. And I will do the same here.
Hey, arrêtez-vous!
Ah. Je crois qu'il est mort.
Je vais te tuer.
And there. Because why not?
Comment?
Je te tiens.
Oh no. Oh. That was close. I made mistakes though. Alright. Oh, that is so unfortunate. I'm gonna play as the mole because I think he can get to the redhead the fastest. That's the biggest mistake I made so far, I'd say.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
But it was very close. So I can just take through here instead of going through that handprint scanner. I'll get those ATM. I'll get those cash registers on the way out.
Quoi? Je vais te tuer.
Okay. I should have gone the upper route. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I mean, that being my first mistake is really not bad.
Tu vas là.
Not bad at all.
Ne me tuez pas.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bruit?
Maybe I should use wrenches on those ATMs. I think I have
Au
extras.
secours, garde.
Oh no, I missed one. Oh, I should have... I think I know where it is too. Yep, right there. All I had to do was check that, and I just didn't.
Je te tiens, scélérat.
Alright, now I have to play this very carefully because there's no health that I can grab easily. Meaning that I have to grab these disguises. I'm so close to dead. Alright, we made it. We made it. And now the Diamond Porter, which has a really awesome route, so props to Master Stealth for finding this route. I'm sorry I stole it and took your record. Try harder.
Quoi?
This might not work out.
Arrête-toi, voleur. Ne me tuez pas.
I need that MG guard to die from that C4, or else I cannot finish the mission. Well, I can, but it's very, very hard, so I think it's just faster to reset and try it again. And once again... Alright, let's hope this works.
Je vais te tuer.
Alright, he blew up, and that blue guard over to the left was not alerted. That's what I want to have happen.
Il y a quelqu'un?
J'étais sûr d'avoir entendu quelque chose.
Then we do that. Then a doctor's going to come out from that handprint door, and I'm going to steal everything in here while he's out on the right. And then we will switch again.
Eh oh! Hey, vous là-bas! Quelqu'un? Vous n'avez rien à faire ici!
Eh vous, stop. Quelqu'un vienne! Allez, du vent, allez, allez.
Alright, I'm going to check this closet to the left. Excellent. Alright, that was reasonably successful. And now, more fun with C4. I think this is the only mission in the game where I actually use C4 that I can think of, at least that I've routed so far. Which is unfortunate, because there are some really interesting things you can do with it.
Je te tiens, scélérat.
And now, I suicide.
Garde.
And take them all with me. And finish things out as pickpocket.
Non. Ne me tuez pas.
Go Hector, go!
Ne me tuez pas.
I don't know why I set that C4. Alright, I hope I survive. Alright, I'm gonna have to grab the health that is in the room to my left. But otherwise things are going just fine. And just for safety's sake, I'm also gonna grab that disguise.
Je suis sûr d'avoir entendu quelque chose.
Go Hector, go!
Quoi? Quelqu'un ici? Qui va là? Arrête-toi, voleur!
Voilà.
Alright, I'm gonna die. I got a bit unlucky with the guard aggro that I pulled out. But there's not too much left in the mission. Unfortunately, I do not have a C4 to break this glass, but that's okay. Oh, there is one in there. And 4 left. Excellent.
Hein?
Another successful heist. Now the art gallery. Also very fun. And it's quite short because there are only 2 floors, but again, there are a lot of messy ways to die. Crimson Phoenix, we are about to find out how long the full run of the game is. Unfortunately, I have to go through this door because there are 2 coins behind the counter. Normally I just reset if there are coins behind that counter, because it takes so much time and you take so much damage getting them. And then that guy runs through these 2 doors for me. What a cool guy. And I grab this disguise so I don't die. And I grab this health because safe strats. Then I run down here, again, to avoid guard aggro. And then we head to the 2nd floor. Now in the earlier missions I didn't really... Okay, I'm going to save a wrench by doing... Oh, Hector did not cooperate. If Hector sits in the door, then you don't have to use the 2nd wrench to reopen the door after you pass through it. But Hector did not cooperate, unfortunately. I tried to get him to, but... he's so ornery sometimes. Then we check in here because safe strats. I'm actually going to grab this health just in case. Normally I would never grab health if I was only losing a quarter of my life, but I really don't want to die. Alright, and then we rob this in a pretty cool pattern, which manages the security cameras and lets them wear off before you go to the next area.
Voilà.
That's fine. Normally I would use a wrench on that ladder, but I didn't quite make it up. Hopefully there were no coins in the guard post next to that ladder, or else this will take a lot longer, but all the rest of the coins should be in here, and they are. But there was an MG guard, so I'm just going to die. Again, it's unfortunate, but there's very little of the mission left to go. Let's just do locksmith. It doesn't really matter who I choose here, because I have wrenches for every single door and car and everything that I need to open.
Voilà.
As long as I don't die, that would be nice. Alright, I ended up with extra wrenches, but that's fine. Now the palace. Also a very difficult mission, and one of the easiest to die in, although there are a lot of those missions this late in the game. And this is just all about knowing what lasers you can avoid, what lasers you can't, how to avoid them, how to avoid guards, and what order to visit all of the rooms in. And I'm sure that you can do better than I'm doing here. I haven't put too much work in this mission, but it's a very difficult mission. I was just frustrated after having to learn the pickpocket.
Quelqu'un?
Now that I've learned him, I'm like used to his
Il y a quelqu'un.
terrible qualities, but
Ouais, ils sont partis.
whatever. Alright, there should be 2 in this last room. The reason why I use pickpocket so much is because Hector does something that no other class can do, and so many of the levels have wrenches, which just obsoletes the special abilities of so many characters. Wrenches are amazing for speedrunning.
Ne me tuez pas.
Garde!
Arrêtez-vous.
And the civilian should run through that door earlier, but he didn't
Qu'est-ce que
because
c'est
he's
que
a
ce
jerk.
Bougez pas.
Ouais, ils ont des guerres.
Oh,
Vous n'avez rien
I
à
was
faire
not
ici.
lucky with that laser timing.
Oh, ce n'est rien.
That's okay. I got unlucky with the position of that MG guard. He's going to shoot me. I'm actually just going to wait for him to walk a bit forward.
Qui va là? Quoi? Je te tiens, scélérat.
And made it. Alright, I think I have the correct number of wrenches. Now I'm going to wait for this laser because I want to avoid getting aggro as long as possible.
Par là, ma gueule!
Sûr d'avoir
Oh,
compris.
how dare you intrude. I'm the queen.
C'est rien. Ouais, ils ont des guerres.
Alright, going well so far. I'm actually just going to trip this alarm. Normally I prefer to wait until it's in a position where I don't trip it, but the guards in this area really aren't that bad. So I can afford to take this a bit risky.
C'est sûr d'avoir.
That finishes out the royal chambers. I have tons of wrenches, but I'm going to go ahead and save them for as long as possible, just in case I need them later. Like right there. And right here.
Il y a quelqu'un ici?
Vous n'avez rien à faire ici! Stoppez-le, mon frère!
C'est sûr d'avoir entendu quelque chose.
And I have to wait for that laser. This is the room where I die in the most, I'd say.
Passe par là!
Because you have to go out the same way you came in, so all the guards that were following you are still following you. But I got lucky, and no MG guard showed up to ruin my day. Now it's just street level. I also die here a lot.
Comment?
Ne bougez pas.
In fact, I'm not even sure I ever get through here without dying. Fortunately, I got pretty lucky with the coin distribution, and all the coins are kind of like on the route out. I just circle around through this kitchen, and I only have to grab these 2 down here.
Mon Dieu, ne me tuez pas.
Allez, mon vieux, faut partir maintenant.
Alright. Yeah, I have 5 extra wrenches. I could have done that a lot faster. And now the casino. The first place time is ahead of my time by 0.01 seconds. And it is almost a 5-minute long mission. I don't know how that happens. Like, that is less than 1 frame. Props to Crosbot for introducing me to this route. I make a change in the second floor where I die and switch to pickpocket, but most of this is the same as Crosbot does, I think. Although there's not much variation you can do in this first area. Going to the underground, I'm pretty sure, is just always going to be best. Oh, I forgot to check that one closet. That would have been a pretty good time if I had. Oh, I forgot to do consistent strats.
Oh,
I'm so
ce n'est
bad.
rien.
Alright, I didn't take any damage for that, but that wasted 14 seconds. But I have plenty of health. So things should turn out well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Qu'est-ce que c'est
Alright.
que ça?
I got lucky, none of the coins are in those lower areas. I've never actually counted how many missions there are. I think like 15, 16, something like that. And then there are hard mode versions of most of them as well. And by hard mode, it's not like just more guards or anything, it's actually different layouts, but the same overall theme.
Je vais te tuer. Je te tiens, scélérat.
Alright, normally I do not grab this health. I just use bandages, but I'm going to do safe strats.
Je vais te tuer.
Pas bien, non.
Attends,
Alright, now here's where my rat differs from Crossbot, I think.
Garde. Au secours, garde.
Alright, so if you're doing this route, it's important not to grab the disguise, because you want the guard to follow you instead of turning the power back on. You want to avoid him turning the power back on until you're out of this area with the safe.
Il va là. Arrête-toi, voleur.
Ooh, close. Okay, and now I die. Then we do the rest of the mission with the pickpocket, because pickpocket is very good at every remaining area. Check the restrooms, including every stall, because, yeah. Alright. I'm pretty sure that Bug Hunter does a faster route than this, but I haven't figured out what it would be yet. I'm gonna have to wait a bit on Hector, because he's moving strangely. Alright, I'm not gonna check the areas where I normally don't check until the very end. And I'm just gonna hope things work out. Oh, there's one down there? I could've gotten that one on the way out. I don't know why I did that.
Garde.
Et vous là
Je crois qu'ils ont gelé. Non, non, ouais, ils ont des
Ouais.
drogues, c'est bon.
Eh oh, eh, allez, dis donc, t'as rien à faire ici.
Comment?
Garde.
Alright.
Garde.
And that's all the coins, so I don't have to check the restroom. Alright, this is actually going quite well. I normally don't have this many bandages coming out.
Hein? Oh. Il y a quel... Oh. Quoi?
Je vais te tuer si je t'attrape.
Hopefully... Okay, there are the last 2 coins. Excellent. And that civilian opened that door. That saved a little over a second. Yeah, the world record just finished the mission, and I still have this entire last area to go. So... I don't know, man. It's a pretty good record.
Il va... Je veux... Oh. À l'aide. Oh.
Alright, Hector actually did a really good pattern there. I normally have a lot of trouble with that area, but things worked out. And that is the mission. I have so many bandages. Alright. Now the hotel. Effectively the last mission. And very difficult to do. It's very likely that I'm going to have to restart this mission. It is so easy to die. The enemies in this mission have shotguns and always run and are never in predictable locations until the very last mission, until the very last floor, which makes this the most difficult mission by far. You're also restricted in your choice of character. You can only use the last 4 characters that you unlock. And the redhead is best because she can charm people and they'll open doors for you. Although the mole has good things going for him as well. But I prefer Redhead, because she also can protect herself by charming enemies that would normally shoot her. Ooh. Alright, this is probably going to come in at slightly over an hour. I doubt I would be able to beat 1 hour, but it's possible. I probably shouldn't use the wrench there, but I usually do end up with way more wrenches than I need. And I avoided that. That was really nice. Check in there. Have her open this door for me.
Garde!
Grab the disguise.
Garde!
And I forgot that the laser's there, which...
Garde!
Excellent. I charmed the guard. Oh no. Oh no. I need to stay out of that guy's line of sight for as long as possible. Alright, that was close. As soon as you get aggroed by one of the SWAT team guards, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in so much trouble. Alright, looks like I made it through this area though. Spoke too soon? Please let the last coin... Okay, okay, that's fine. Looks like I made it. Did I? Alright, we made it. 2 more floors to go. And we're making good time. We are making good time. Gonna go ahead and grab the health.
Ne bougez pas.
Alright, I want to avoid this alarm for as long as possible. And then I want to run away very, very quickly. Alright, so I activated an alarm in that area, so I'm hoping the guards will go there. And I'm going to run to the other side of the map while they're investigating that alarm. I may not be so lucky though. But yeah, there are no guards over here. I need to grab this disguise very, very quickly. Okay. How many coins? 13. Oh, there are a lot in the center, which is unfortunate because the center can be seen from basically every room, including that one. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, we might make a new record with this one. This is going quite well. The reason it's going well is because I haven't died yet. Which is quite the trick. We'll do this a slow way just to save the wrench. Alright, the record for this mission is 5 minutes, and I'm well on my way to beating that. I just have to not die.
Garde! Garde!
Good luck, me.
Ne me tuez pas! Arrêtez-vous!
Oh man. Oh man. World record hype.
Garde!
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bruit?
Got it. And we'll do the epilogue just cause. Yeah, this will be sub 1 hour. I'm really happy with that. So the epilogue is normally a multiplayer mission where you shoot each other, but single player is just really quick grab trophies run. Alright. 58 minutes and 55 seconds, which I'm extremely pleased with. I mean, that hotel run was ridiculously good. So good. Oh man. That was fun. And that was a lot shorter than I thought it would take. I thought it would take me like hour 10, hour 20, so... And that is an amazing time. I'm not sure I'd be able to beat that. It would take me a few tries for sure. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. That was amazing. I had tons of fun. I'm going to keep streaming for a while, doing some individual levels, because I love Monaco too much to quit. If you're watching this on YouTube, this will be the end of the video, but subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Links are going to be down in the description. And thank you guys so much for watching. Monaco is an amazing game. If you guys ever want to do some multiplayer speedrunning with me, because you can co-op speedrun, which is the greatest experience ever, I would be totally up for that. So just add me on Steam, invite me to parties, and we'll have a great time. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.